ready, go. Thank you, darling. Get your little bum hole off my squares. This has taken so long to do this, it's really annoyed me. I can't even be mad at you because you're cute. Hello fellow yarn lovers, welcome back to the craft room. Sneaky has joined us. She's just having a moment, if you'll just Anywho, right, today I have been shopping in Next, browsing, perusing, and I saw Crochet Cardigans again. Now, we saw Crochet Cardigans, was it last year? I put up a short. Here's some of my short that I put up of this cardigan. I still haven't figured out the pattern. I think it was mile a minute, but I'm not sure. And I did think I could make this, but then I just didn't get round to it. And then, this season, they've brought in another cardigan, which is this. And I thought, you know what, I could make that. So when I was out yarn shopping, as I am usually, I picked up a few extra little balls of yarn because I want to actually see how fast I can make this. Now, looking closely at the cardigan, it looks like it's double-stranded, and I don't know if it's cotton or not. I've not actually managed to touch one to actually, you know, physically try it on, etc, etc. But I'm pretty sure it's all just granny squares. There's some half granny squares, and I'm sure there's just some granny stripe, you know, edging to make pieces for like the back panel, etc, etc, bigger. So I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to have photographs at the moment. Hopefully at some point, if we go into a Next, there might actually be a couple in there, but since it's brand new, it's just kind of online. So the yarn that I've bought, even though the one online looks double-stranded with, you know, like pinks and greens and stuff, I got some of this distressed looking stuff to kind of give it a similar feel. Now this one is Tickly Tots, this is Signet Yarns, this one is the shade Pinking of You, so we're going to use some of this. I've got two of these, it's 265 metres per ball, so that's the first colour. Now another colour I got in the same stuff, Tickly Tots, this one is This'll Make You, what? This'll Make You Bloom. So this one, a few different greens, a few like some yellow, etc, etc, looking pretty like, you know, washed out-ish. I got a blue one. This one's called Head in the Clouds. Same stuff, all just picked up at Black Sheep Wools. I can link Black Sheep Wools down below. And then the last one I got was Hayfield Bonus Breeze, which I just thought it was nice. This one's nice. It's called Teacup, this one. Even though it doesn't look anything like Nan's dinner plates or teacups that I possess, it's still pretty. It's like this season's green and a couple of purples. It doesn't have to be absolutely identical to the one from Next. I just thought that these were nice colours. These kind of looked similar to what it is, even though that cardigan doesn't use like a kind of like distressed washed looking yarn. It's double-stranded in just random like pinky greeny colours. I thought that was nice. I think I need to make at least 16 squares, and I think with my granny clusters I think I need to chain one in between. So this is not a tutorial, this is just me. I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it. I'll tell you what I do. If you want to try and recreate this as well, you go right ahead. You don't even have to make it in these colours. Like, the possibilities are actually endless. Like, look. I could have made it in any of these, but I kind of wanted to get the look, but not the exact look. So that's what we're going for. So, with these videos, when I'm trying to see how fast I can make something, although this is just the second one, I like to sit on my couch and chill out. I've not yet got my craft room chair. As soon as my craft room chair's here, these little challenges will be done solely in the craft room. But for now, we're going to go downstairs. I'm going to use a 5mm hook, and we're just going to go for it. So let's go downstairs, let's get started. We are here on the couch. It is literally like 26, 27 degrees outside, and I hate the sunshine. I will quite happily stay inside where it's nice and cool, and I will look at it and I will appreciate it, but I avoid the sun because I just turn pink. Like, I'm a little bit pink. I've been out today. I went to Berry Market earlier today and I had like maximum 5 minutes in the sunshine because I don't like it. So right, I've got my yarn. Let me just plonk you here. Now, looking at the cardigan, I'm pretty sure this is going to be thinner than what the cardigan is made from, because obviously the cardigan looks double-stranded, which is what's given it this kind of look on there. Now, I'm pretty sure the back panel is made out of 4 granny squares, which I think it's chain 1 in between each cluster. I mean, it could be chain 2. I don't know this pattern. I'm just winging it. Now, I typically don't make extra chains between my clusters. I just think it just takes too long. Like, my brain likes just going 1, 2, 3, done, 1, 2, 3, done, and moving on to the next like gap to do my cluster. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'll see how it feels, and then if I don't like it, I'm going to frog it. So I think I'll do 2 of each colour, and when I've done the first square, I'm gonna just like kind of measure it out against myself, because like this cardigan's for me. I'm not making it to sell, I'm not making it for anybody, it's mine. So this is gonna be like fitted on my body. I think what I'm gonna do is just make it just kind of like oversized. Right, my usual go-to is to make like, you know, I make my chain, if you've seen my video of how fast I can make my chain from this part of my shoulder to that part of that shoulder, and that's my back panel, and then I'll model my front off that. So I think I'll just make back panel first. We're going to make the first granny square. I'm going to see how we feel. I mean, for all I know, we could end up doing like granny squares which are 8 rounds. I don't know. Until I like actually make them, know my tension, etc, etc. And because like I don't know their thickness of yarn, I've not actually seen it. This is just... We're just going off a thought here. I'll make my first granny square. It's going to be 6 rows, which shouldn't take long at all. I think I will actually whip out the timer. Now, I don't think that this is going to be like an in-a-day project, because the last time I did my in-a-day project, it did take, with breaks, toilet breaks, bit of din-dins, all that kind of shaz. It took about 12 hours in total, but the actual crochet time was 9 hours. I mean, if I was going to do this in 9 hours and not take any breaks, it would be about midnight. But hey ho, let's just see what happens. Let me just tell you what, I'll start a timer. Hopefully I don't mess this one up and like get rid of the timer this time. We're gonna get going. Let me just find the end of this and then I'll start it. Lovely. That's a whole load of bath. Okay, right, I found the end. Not too big of a tail. Ugh. Right, okay, and I'm not doing magic circles. Hate magic circles. We're chaining 4, we're slip stitching back into that chain, and then we're going from there. Right, ready, go. 13 minutes, 10 seconds, 84 milliseconds. We have 6 rows. Oh my god, no frog. We have 6 rows here. Now, I mean, these can stretch out, no problem. Like this. If I was going to like steam them and like get the steamer out, and oh my god, that is going to frog itself. Don't frog. If I was going to steam them really stretched, then I could make them have that stretch look like they do on the garment. But, right, so let's just imagine I've left a neck hole. If this was the front, if I'd left a neck hole, I don't know whether I should do 7 or 8 rows. So I'm going to get to work on 2 more rows of this, and then I think I'll make a second one. So roughly it's taken me like half an hour to make, half an hour, no, it'll take me about 20 minutes to make each square, which means I can make like 3 squares an hour. How many squares do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need at least 8, so that's like 2 hours and 40 odd minutes roughly. Let's call it 3 hours because somebody's got a snack. If I look blue in the next little piece of footage, then you know what I've been eating. They're so tasty. What the hell, Siki? No, don't knock the camera. She knows the camera's on. You crazy. Oh look, right, that's this one done. Leave a long tail. Right, okay. Okay, I've got 2 of these now. And a sneaky, apparently. Gonna move on to pink. I had my snack. Ah, you being gorgeous. Who's a gorgeous little kid? You being gorgeous. You know the camera's on. Don't lick me. Don't lick me. Ew. Little wet tongue. Baby. It is now 59:22. So in 1 hour we have done 3 patches. So I need to just cut this one off because it's done. Isn't it pretty? Nice colour. So there's those 2. That one. Let me just see if I was going to put this and that. Yeah, pretty contrasting. I need to lay them out. I'm going to do another one and then I'll lay them out. I'm just thinking, will that be big enough? So I've got 16. How many clusters do I normally have on a back panel? Hello, Chloe. Chloe has joined us. Don't run away. Come here, baby. Ah. She's like, what have you been eating? It smells spicy. I'm going to run upstairs and get my, whatchamacallit, my granny square torturing device. My, why is the word not here? Bloody perimenopause. Blocking board, that's the one. Right, okay, let me just pull this with me teeth. Don't watch, it's not nice. I got it. Here it is. I got this off Etsy, like, I was gonna say decades ago. I got it a very long time ago. I I don't even think I can find the link to get it because it was literally so long ago. And then I've got this tin that other half brought me sweeties in from Iran. I didn't like the sweeties. The consistency of the sweeties was sand, not my thing. But like, what was it, like chickpea little sweeties? You can get them in the UK. Just go to your local Persian grocery store. But I wasn't a fan. I call them sand sweeties. They're not nice. There's loads of sweeties that are amazing, just not those ones. But I thought the tin's cool. I'll keep the tin. So we've got that. Right, these, I think some of these are just off Amazon. I don't even know what I typed in to search for them. Just little rods. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my granny squares onto here. I'm not gonna steam them just yet. I'm just gonna put them on. Sometimes just putting them on there for like, I don't know, like a day can actually just do the trick. But if you wanted to do it dead fast, you can put them on one by one, and then you can block it like with get your steamer. Then you can get your hairdryer to just dry it if it's a bit wet. Just put this here. So I'm gonna do that. I've only got 3 so far, but it's fine. In an hour we could have 6. I have just, my shoulder's hurting actually. I didn't have a cushion for my arm to lean on. So I've stopped it. 1 hour, 20 minutes. We've got 4 of these now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, definitely 8. So I'm going to snip this one off. I'm going to add it to my pile. So on we go with this. And then I'm going to just pop this one to the side. We don't seem like, I reckon there's at least 2 more in there at least. I don't actually know how many meters a granny square takes. I'm sure we could find out, but I can't be bothered. I think I'll crack open the, thank you, Sneaky. I'm going to crack open this one and make one of these. But I'm going to go and have maybe another snack, maybe a little break, because I'm feeling a bit like, some ibuprofen might be needed. Just had me tea. Right, we're at 1 hour and 40 minutes. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this one here, which one's this? Head in the Clouds. I wasn't a big fan. This is stuck. I wasn't a big fan of that one. And I think it's because I don't like the grey. But when I took it, I didn't take it off. I put it next to this one, which has some blue in it. And it did kind of tie it in together. It's not helpful that there's no blue on the outside. But this one does have blue in it. I'm going to wait till I've done... Oh, no, Sneaky's joined us. She knows the camera's on. I'm going to not do a second one of those. And I'm going to crack into the last one, which was... This'll make you... some... I don't... Where is it? Let me just get it. This'll make you bloom. So I'm thinking that maybe, because it's got the pink in, that might go better. I don't know. I'll make one of these. That should take us to roughly like 2 hours. And then I've got 6. And then we're going to kind of get an idea of what we want. But I'm not feeling this one at the moment. And I think it's because, like, putting yellow and grey together. I know I'm in a yellow top today, but it says Foo Fighters. Yellow and grey to me is like no colours for me. There's something my brain doesn't like about yellow and grey in a palette. And I don't know what it is. So I'm thinking maybe I won't use that one. Maybe. Not sure. Just let me make one of these and then we'll evaluate. 2 hours 44 minutes. Seconds. 2 hours 44 seconds. Right, okay. Let me just lock my phone without pressing reset. Not like last time. Right, I've just made a square out of this. This is the This'll Make You Bloom. And it looks like this, which I think is way better than this one. Not a fan of this one. I think it is the yellow and the grey. It just makes me feel a bit... I don't like it. I don't like it. So this, lovely, love this so much. I think this one goes fantabulously. I'm just pulling them off my blocker. Goes lovely with this. And then in the cardigan, like the actual next one that we're trying to copy, we're not copying it, but we kind of are inspired by it. That has like these bright greens on it, which is fabulous. So there's my 2 favourites, which are definitely making this cardi. And I think this guy kind of complements them. It goes really well in there. So like, even though, is it this one? This one's not even Signet. This one was Hayfield. I think it goes really, really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this one, Head in the Clouds. I think with the Head in the Clouds, I mean, I need to make some roses for the next show I'm at. So I might make some, that'll make some nice roses, definitely. So I'll just like frog the square into roses. But I think I'm going to stick with these, which means we've got 6 balls to make the cardigan with. Which, I mean, to be fair, it's going to be cropped. And I'm not going to do like a ribbing and stuff that I normally do. So it should be fine. I mean, I could add ribbing on because I do like a bit of rib. Hello, Sneaky. Have you come to join me? She has. My thumb's hurting, you know, after all of that. I've only been going like 2 hours. It doesn't normally hurt. Maybe it's because I'm speed crocheting. I might try to beat myself every time I make one. I might try to beat myself. I'm trying to get it like in 18 minutes. 18-minute granny square. But so far, like 20, like, yeah, about 20 minutes and something seconds is like my record. So, I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to make another one of these because I do really like this. And I think it's because it's got like the nice purples and pinks. Whereas the only thing that was kind of tying this in... Ah, I'm sorry, is that dangling on you? The only thing this was kind of being tied in with was the green. There was no pinks, there was no purples. So, yeah. I mean, now that I'm seeing it next to a different one with yellow in, but the yellow, like, I like the yellow in there. I don't know. Let me lay them out. Now, the lighting is not great in here. And also, my landlord refuses to give me a new carpet. But I think that it's definitely the odd one out. I mean, what happens if I flip it and I put it there? I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling that one. I just feel like that palette. But then if I add it back in, it adds contrast. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Definitely going to make one more of those, well, I think. I'm just looking at the picture of the cardigan. The square that I hate and the square that I love the most are the ones that are in the cardigan. So literally, that one because it's got grey and green and blue. And that one because it's got red and pink. I mean, I don't think it has blue in it like on the actual cardigan. We're inspired, right? My neighbours are crazy. I don't know. Let me think on this. It has been a hot minute. 2 hours and 40 minutes of solid crocheting and 50 seconds. My little handy. Oh, it'd be hurting. Right, I've done 8. Now, you know how I said I wasn't a fan of this? Actually, when I've put it in against things, and I made another one of it, and I saw the picture, because the picture, here's a picture again. Well, there's Chloe, but like, there's a picture, and the picture, it's very contrasting. Get your little bumhole off my squares. The actual thing itself looks like a mix of like those two kind of colours put together. And then obviously because it's variegated and it does its own thing when you crochet with it, I made another one of those out of the, what is it? This'll Make You Bloom. So I made another one of those and it's very different to the first one. The first one was very greeny, this one's very like springy. So I think I will just like mix up all of the colours. Because hey, we can be inspired, can't we? But we don't have to be exactly the same. And I think having the ones which are actually a contrast in will be very good. So as much as I was like, I don't like it, it doesn't fit the theme, actually, that little, like, you know, contrast in the palette will probably be really good. So what I need is, I basically need 4 of each because it's 4 squares for the front, it's 4 squares for the back. And it's going to be 4 for each sleeve because when I make my own sleeves on like my basic granny cardigan, like my 9-hour cardigan, I make it so that they are like 10, the sleeves are 10 clusters that way and 10 clusters that way. So they are like 20, if it was like a square, it would be like a 20 of these clusters like around your arm. And that's just how I like it. So I will be making, and then I'm just thinking the length might be, it'd be fine, Hopefully when I go back onto my stopwatch in the morning, it will it won't have reset or anything. I mean, the one from last cardigan hadn't reset, so it's probably fine. But before I go to bed, I'll give you like a little final time check, and then in the morning, if I've, for some stupid reason, got rid of my stopwatch timer and I have to reset it, then I'll show you before I reset it. But we don't really have any plans for tomorrow. We're just in the house chilling. I did set myself an alarm. I need to put my milk bottles out because for like 3 milkman visits now, I've forgotten to put out my milk bottles, and the milkman's not going to be very happy with the amount he has to collect tomorrow. Oh dear. Anyway, right, I'll give you a time check before bedtime. Oh, it's quite dark now. We're at 3 hours and 20 minutes. So here is my my pile. There we go. So I've done 4 of the pinky skein. That probably will make a 5th one, you know. I might try. Do I want to go to bed now? It's 11 p.m. Maybe I should go to bed. Anyway, we're at 3:20. If I do go to bed, then it stays at 3:20. If I make one more, I will show you it. You'll find out in a second. Good morning. I have Mooma. Get your bum away, you minger. And then we have a Siki. That's where we left it last night. So I'm going to sew together 4 of them to make the back, and then I can just make those bigger. I'm going to sew together 2 and then 2 and turn those into rectangles, which get bigger. And then I'll sort the arms out, but I need to make 6 more squares, and then I can start all the sewing shabazz. So let me take another sip of my coffee. Probably pet the cats for a bit. There's 1, there's 2. And then, yeah, I will catch up with you once I have made some progress. 3 hours, 59 minutes. This one, I have made 2 more of these. There they are. I'm just going to put them on my blocker. So I need to make 2 of these. I need to make 2 of these. So that should take 1 hour and 20 minutes. So we should be at, please don't reset. We should be at like 5 hours 20 something by the time I do that. And then I was thinking I could, because the sleeves, hello Sneaker, the sleeves are just basically going to be squares that just tube like this. So I need to just make 4, like I need to, I think it's, do I sew them together or do I do join as you go? It makes it bigger if I do join as you go. It makes them 9 rows each. Hello baby. I'll have a think. If I do join as you go, obviously I'm going to tell you. I'm just thinking of the logistics of it because I don't like it. Should I just sew them, Siki? I think I should just sew them. Ugh, this is not what I had planned. 4:17. Another one of these ones done. Here we are, timestamp. 4 hours 36:57. Woohoo, my phone. That's 2 of these done, so I'm going to block them. I've just got to make 2 more, which is this guy. So there we go. Can I get, I don't think I can get both of these done in half an hour, but I can try, see if I can get it under the 5 hour mark. Time check. Right, the squares are done. All of the squares. Hello, Sneaky. Honestly, she hears the camera. There she is. Did you hear the beep of the camera, Sneaky? Did you hear it? There she is. Hello, baby. Did you come for a kiss? There. Right, so I'm just waving it at you. 5 hours, 16 minutes we have been going so far with this this cardigan. So we have all 16 squares, which fits because, you know, like 16 times 20 minutes roughly is like 5 hours and 20 minutes. So we're just under that. And my arm, I feel like this arm's like twice the size of that one because that's the one that does all the moving. It's me hook hand, this one. Anyway, Siki. So, right, where's this? This little flapping skein here. So we've got 4 flapping skeins here. How good will it be if I can actually make this cardigan out of like just literally 4 skeins of yarn? That'll be under 1,000 meters. Well, no, it won't. It'll be just over, because it's 260 odd, so it's like 1,050-ish, something like that. So yeah, right, half of these are blocked and half of them are not. I've just thrown them over there. So the ones that have been sat on there for 12 hours at least, which is this lot, they might not even need to be like steamed or anything. So maybe I'll just start sewing with these, and I just need to make, so I sew together 2 big squares because, no, 3 squares. Do you mind? She's chasing the tails. Right, so I need a back panel, I need 2 sleeves. Now the sleeves need to be 10 clusters across to fit because I want them 10 across. I'm just going to lay them out and I'm going to decide, do I want to do join as you go, which will add an extra bit of like width, length, whatever to it. And then I won't need to add that in afterwards and it'll be quicker than sewing maybe. I don't know. Let me have a look. Right, I've laid them out. Other half has helped me decide that yes, all the fun colours shall be in the cardigan. But I don't know if this is going to fit me, and my cardigan is upstairs that I could try it up against. So I'm going to get other half to lie down on his tummy. I'm going to put these on his back. Right. Hello, Sneaky. Sneaky's like, what are you doing? I think I might join them with join as you go method and it'll make them bigger. Thank you, darling. Hooked by Robin to the rescue. I'm just YouTubing it. I'm using the Hooked by Robin video that's got like 1.9 million views. So there's like almost 2 million of us that have tried to do this at some point. Actually, to be fair, I think I've tried to do it before, but like confusing much. Okay, so we start in the corner, we go up and around, and then we start joining. Okay. What colour? Oh, right. Time check. Whip. There's me time check for you. Oh, wow, this was... Oh, I haven't done join as you go for ages, but I think it looks pretty good. So there's me join as you go. So then I went around it once after all the join as you go, and I think it's pretty good. So I think this is my back panel. Do I need to block it? I don't know. It is pretty darn stretchy. Is it the right length? I think it is the right length. Now the width, now because I'm not a skinny person, is it the right width? Maybe I'll try it on my back. I'm just trying to gauge whether I should just give it a couple of extra. I mean, I've literally ran out of 2 balls of yarn now. Like, this was the end of this second ball. I think I will extend it by a couple because, like, this feels like a size medium. Yeah, this feels like a size medium. I'm just, like, pulling it around my back, but I'm wearing a huge t-shirt because it was this season's green. I couldn't leave it in the shop. So this... Does it? I don't know. I'm just like, this is what I'm doing. Just ignore it. I'm wearing pyjamas. Nan's didn't play pyjamas. There, it kind of comes out here. I'm just saying it matches that. Oh my god, I've dropped it. I might compare it up against some of my favourites, but I think it's just not as wide as I'd want it. So I think I'm going to maybe tie on, I've got this dangly bit, I'm going to have to crack into the other balls of yarn because because these will be sleeves as well. Oh, now I just think, when I'm making sleeves, is it going to be too baggy for sleeves? Well, there might be, you know. I'm going to put my tea in there, because even though it's like 2:30, I'm going to use my slow cooker. So I'm going to go and chop myself an onion, stick a pork joint, or what have we got, gammon joint. I'm going to stick that in there, and then I'm going to have a think about this and how we're going to do it. But I need to make 2 front panels, so I'm just going to join as you go me front panels. I'll keep timing myself. And then I'm going to have a think about the sleeves because I've still got, like, for the sleeves, I've still got all of these. Oh, right. I'll have a think. I'll report back after I've made me tea. Right, I've just brought one of my favouriteest cardigans downstairs. This is just my basic granny stripe cardigan, which I will get a pattern out for once things move in the queue. Anyway, right, so these make 19 granny clusters across. Now this cardigan is 25 across. So I'm going to have to, hang on, so I've got 19. I need to put like 3 on each side, just like expand each side by 3. I have reached a point where the math is not mathing. So the back is finished. It looks so pretty. The back is, I extended it by 3 rows on each side. So now it fits me, and it goes a little bit over my shoulder. So it's going to be teensy bit oversized. If not, it'll fit just nice. I've tried it up against my other cardigan. Now my only qualm with this cardigan, this lovely multicoloured one there, is that I think I didn't make the front panels wide enough. Because I'm a big girl, I like to be covered a little bit. So I would like, I think I made the neck hole too big actually. I made it like 7 or 8 clusters wide for the neck, and that was far too much. Since this is an odd number, this is 25 clusters across, I think I'm going to just do 5 clusters worth of neck. Which means that I have to do, so 25 subtract 5, which means 20 and then half that, which is 10, which means that these panels need to be 10 clusters wide. Now these are 8, which is fine. I think what I need to do is do join as you go in a way that doesn't, like, if I put 2 of them together, if I put one there and if I put one there, I need to not, so I'll go up and this way and that way, then up around and then down, and not do the bottom. So the bottom will be empty for now, and then I'm going to figure out how many rows I need to do on the bottom so that it matches up. This has taken so long to do this, it's really annoyed me. Wake up phone. Right, time check, 6 hours and 6 minutes. I honestly thought this would be a way quicker. Look, she knows the camera's on. Hello, Sneaky. There's literally yarn everywhere. This is my only skein of this left. I need to go upstairs and crack into another skein. So, right, I haven't done anything about steaming for blocking these. I've just shoved them on and hoped for the best. I'll steam the whole thing once it's done. I might stick it in a pillowcase in the washer. I don't know. The yarn's actually pretty soft anyway. This feels pretty nice now, so it's going to feel really, really nice when it's done. So let me do what I've just said about that that front panel. I'm going to have to go upstairs and crack open another ball. So, in a bit, this cardigan. Just draining my patience. Right, I have join as you go'd, somehow, I don't know how. Join as you go'd, this one, and it is the same length. Miraculously, I've got so many ends. I should have sewn it, I swear to God, I should have sewn it. Oh, right, it's too late now. But it's not too late, but I can't be bothered. Right, okay, so, if that is here, is it going to give me enough coverage? I think it's alright. If that's covered, I don't know, move down. This doesn't happen when I'm wearing a baggy t-shirt. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna miraculously put the other side onto it. I don't know how. Right, I've got these. I went upstairs and I got my project bag. I look horrible in this t-shirt. I got all the other ones. I brought them all downstairs. So there's plenty of yarn. It's just figuring out how to actually do this. Oh, my word. Right, so I think the neck has ended up not being 5 apart. It's ended up being 3. I'm so tempted to just take this apart and just sew it. No, but it looks nice. It does look nice. Next time I make one of these, because I genuinely do want to make one with like a different theme. Next time I make one of these kinds of granny square ones, I am sewing. I am not joining as you go. I am sewing. Right, where's my timer? So I've just whipped it round. I don't even know what the timer was last time. It feels like it took a year to do that. Right, I'm going to do this one now. Let me just get me hook. Great, where is it? Oh, it's up my bum, that's why. There it is. Right, okay, let's join these together and then to that one. I didn't even write down how I did this, this is a wing and a prayer. If I ever make a pattern for this, it's literally going to be called a wing and a prayer cardigan. This one was faster, I think. I don't know. I've done them identically. They have the same, I hope they've got the same number of things down the side. Let me check. Should be 18. 18, yes. Right, okay. Do I feel a bit covered? There's a cat behind me. Why are you behind me? Honestly, look at this kitty down here. Why behind me? Because our dish has a few bites missing. That's why. So yeah, they will match up on the sides. So now I just have to do the arms. Now I'm not going to do I don't think I'm going to do any ribbing around. If I am, it's going to be like single crochet. I've not decided just yet because the edges are pretty neat. Even, I'm proud, even up here the edges were pretty neat. It's looking very square because I need to put the sleeves on. Right, you know what it is, right? I've timed myself actively crocheting this, but the amount of brain power to try and do this, it's because I don't have one like in front of me. With me not having one in front of me, and I'm just pure guesses here. So I know that I need to make my sleeves somewhere down here. I'm thinking it. Let's have a look. I might go and get my nippers and nip them on. I changed my top. I went and got my stitch markers, and yes, this is 100% getting sewn up. But this is looking good. And then maybe I can just add like one round around the cuff just to cinch it a little bit, because I'm not a wizard. Okay, I don't want a wizard sleeve like that. I'm in no way, shape or form any kind of hippie to get some big bell 70s style hippie sleeves. No, I'm going to cinch it a little bit, but it's looking pretty good. This one's giving like my Barbie cardigan vibes, but I've tried to make it so that none of the like same squares touch each other, so it look like 1, 2, 3, 4 all different. So right, I'm going to get sewing. I've brought downstairs my my little heart tin. I think it's like a Vaseline tin, just full of stitch markers and little tapestry needles. So I've got Mr. Bendy. I've got Mr. Not Bendy. We're just going to sew it up, and after I've sewn it, I think one single crochet around the bottom, etc, all of that. I think I'll see how I feel about it. And definitely a little bit of cinching here, not loads, just like a little bit. Not the easiest to explain what I've done. I've half messed up, but it's fixable. So I stitched all of the squares together. So, and then I placed them in the middle there, and I sewed down that way, and I sewed down that way, so that they were evenly sewed down. And then I thought I don't feel like it's wide enough on here for me. So what I did was I joined as you go to the side, just the side, not underneath the arm. So as you can see, hang on, the bits that I've done in grey, there, hang on, that's my join as you go. And then it worked out pretty well. So then for the arm, I'm literally just going to flip it inside out, and I'm just going to sew it together, like, because I just want like the arm where it, like, it's perfect, the width is fine. But then when I've been stitching it, and I'm just going to hold it here, because the front panel is 2 cluster worths short of the back panel. So I'm going to do exactly the same up to this point for the other side. So i.e., I now have to get this stuck in me. I'm going to sew all these panels together. I'm going to have to, sorry, the neighbours are very loud. I'm going to just pick out another colour. I'll probably like pick out this or something, I don't know. Pick out another one, crack open another ball. And then I will basically just stitch them all together, get to the same point. Where's my timestamp? Timestamp is at 7:03. So any active bits of sewing I have timed. Any active bits of crocheting I've timed, which was literally that seam up the side. So crack out Mr. Bendy again. Crack open this ball. Should we do this one? Yeah, you're not going to see it anyway because it's joining. Yeah, join these together, and then right, I reckon by about 7 hours 30 minutes we should have done this bit. Oh well, it's getting there. Luckily the same thing has happened. Hang on, time check. 7:28. Luckily the same thing has happened. I accidentally seamed this inside out, but it's fine. I didn't do the single crochet seaming up the sleeve. I just did the join as you go seaming up the side. So it's left 2 at that side that I need to just lengthen the front. And I didn't think this was going to happen. And then 2 there. So I'm just going to put 2 extra rows on the bottom of each front row. So I know for next time, not that I've written anything down. I need to put 2 extra rows on the front ones, which I'm going to... These 2 balls are both attached. So I guess I'll crack open this one. And 2 extra rows, and then I can finish off the sides, seam the arms up, and then decrease the sleeves. And then I will decide, once trying it on, if I want to do some single crochets all around this and the bottom. So back in a minute. We were at 8 hours and 30 minutes. And somebody has pressed reset. I can't even be mad at you because you're cute. You've drooled on my phone. I'm actually like... It was, I mean, you can see I've been working on it. It was 8, I'm weaving in the ends. I cannot believe it, Kat. Honestly. It was 8 hours and 30 minutes. So I guess by the time I finish doing this, because there's only about 12 ends left, I'm going to call it at 9 hours. You're actually kidding me, cat. Look at the drool. He's such a scruff. You're a good kitty. You didn't reset the timer, did you not, Sneaky? Sneaky's a good girl. Yo! Don't look innocent. It's so naughty. All steamed. Oh, it's very soft. I think I might have to turn the cuffs purely because I don't like long cuffs. You've seen my previous cardigans. Maybe not. Oh, it's lovely and soft. It's really, really soft. That steamed lovely. I think I would just, I don't know, some people like this length. I know my hoodie's this length. It's fine. Like if you, look, that's kind of where it goes. Right, let's go do some final thoughts. And we are back in the craft room for some final thoughts. Right, so I really do like this cardigan. 16 squares and then made a bit bigger. Here's the back. The only thing I don't like, and this is on me because I get, I made it, the length of the sleeves if I move this way. Now, some people like sleeves to be long and some people live in sleeves like this. And I just think that they're too long for me. I mean, my other cardigan, that's like the pink, the blue, the purple, that one, the one that I love and I wear quite a lot. That one, when I have my arms down, it finishes perfectly just at the end of my watch. And then when I put my arms up, it goes to 3/4. But this one, like, it's fine when my arm's up and out and I'm doing stuff. But when it's down, it kind of annoys me. But I think that I just need to put a little bit of ribbon on there, maybe, just so it's got that little bit of cinch. But, like, I don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. Maybe I could just turn them like this, to be fair. I don't know. I was so tempted to just, like, take off these, but then I would have to undo like the stitching and stuff, and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. So maybe I'll just keep them like that. But I do like it. I think I've done a pretty good job. What do you reckon if I just move here? I mean, it's all steamed, it's ready to go, ready to wear for work, ready to just wear out and about. It's one to add to my cardigan collection. I actually should count how many cardigans I've made myself, because I have a lot of cardigans now. I love cardigans and I've got so many ideas. The tulip hexie is in progress. Oh, there's another hexagon and I'm going to keep it an absolute secret until I have to. There's only a few select people that have seen this hexie. You've not seen anybody do it before. Nobody's done it before. I'm so excited. I dreamed it. I literally dreamed it, and I woke up and I did it. And I was like, oh my god, it works. And then I did it in another colour. I was like, oh wow, it looks amazing. And then I did it in twilight colours. And it just, chef's kiss. Actually, I need to get working back on that swatch because I've done loads of little loads of little hexies in it. And then, oh, it's so good. But, right, yeah. So this, no, there's not a pattern for it. If eventually in the future I was going to make a pattern for this, I think I would do something along the lines of cakes and Battenbergs, because look at the squares. I would do it like Battenbergy, and then all of the ones at the front, maybe like Battenberg. I would make like a Battenberg cardigan. This is a pure Wing and a Prayer. This is the Wing and a Prayer cardigan. That's what I'm calling it. The next Wing and a Prayer cardigan. I did not, in the process of making this, get my hands on one of those cardigans and Next because they were not in the shops. I did dodge into a few Nexts and I didn't see any at all. I could have ordered it on the app if I wanted to, but it was £79 and I've got better things to spend £79 on, if I'm honest, like wool. I've actually got so much wool left. I bought 8 balls and I've only cracked into a couple of them. I've literally got like 3 3/4, no, 3.5, I'd say, if I took, yeah. I'd say it's about 3 3/4 balls left maybe. So I reckon that this whole thing was less than 1,200 meters, and I do think not putting ribbing on it has contributed to that, because normally I put ribbon, but I just literally single crocheted around the edge because that's all that was done for the next cardigan. But yeah, I didn't get my hands on any. I just winged it, prayed it out, and it worked. So I'm pleased with this. I know that there's a few people in the Facebook group that are actually doing this as well, and you've been waiting for this video to come out. So hopefully my video was informative. So for me, 16 squares, although 12 squares and then just finishing off the edges would have been absolutely fine. But yeah, it's it is what it is. It's pretty cool. I can wear this. It's talking point. I was gonna say 9 hours. Now 9 hours, like total crochet time. Thanks, Chloe, for resetting the timer. But because this was such a thinky project, I'm gonna say about 10 hours. So this was roughly about 10 hours for me with thinky time, broken up over the space of 2 days. And then I've steamed it, and it's pretty. I like it. I didn't like these colours at first. I actually hated these blue ones here, like the blue, the yellow and the grey. That one down there. Was it that one or was it this one? I don't know. But I actually think that it looks nice. So I'm not mad at it. I'm very pleased with it. I think I might wear it to work tomorrow, maybe. I think the next challenge I want to do is to make a hexagon cardigan, just a plain one type of yarn hexagon cardigan, nothing too fancy. So next challenge, I think I'm going to do that. I could do a challenge of a virus shawl. I could, but I think I like my cardigan challenges. So yeah, I will definitely do another cardigan challenge in the near future. Maybe I could do it over a weekend, because hexagon cardigans, when I've timed myself on those, I think when I made my solid pink one was around about 11-ish hours. So fingers crossed I can beat that. So that should be the next one. Patterns are coming along nicely. Tech editors are involved. Things are moving. The tulip blanket is going to move into tech editing. I just need to put my final finishing touches on it before it jumps over. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. So testers for the blanket pattern might be asked for in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. Testers for cardigan patterns, because the one that I've just said is an absolute complete secret. That one is actually easier than the tulip cardigan, so I want to get it out around about the same time. It's just, I'm on a roll here, and yeah, professionals are involved. I have guidance. We're in a good place. It'll be a matter of weeks before I start getting testers involved. I will be asking in the Facebook group for the testers. So if you're not in the Amora's Yarn Lovers Facebook group, it is linked down below. Please make sure you answer the questions, because if you don't answer the questions, I've got the auto thing that just, it's like, no, you might be a robot. So please answer the questions, please agree to the group rules, etc, etc. And then I'll put whenever I want testers out there. Of course I'll tell you like on here, but like go to the Facebook group, that's where it's at. Oh, Sneaky has joined us for the final farewell. Yeah, you're a good kitty. You don't mess with timers, do you? No, just messes with the wool apparently. Didn't realise my background's looking so dishevelled. This is me getting about 5 different patterns in my head over the last week and just being like, I'll use my stash to make those pattern ideas, so I need to tidy up. The chair is being delivered on Friday, so I will have a new chair for next week's Yarn and a Waffle. So if you're not subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe. If you are subscribed, thank you for returning, watching the madness. This is what you signed up for. I hope you're enjoying it. What emoji shall we have today? Sneaky's ran away, so Sneaky can't give us any suggestions. Since this was another timed challenge, anything to do with clocks, timers, watches, I don't know, anything to do with time, let's see those emojis in the comments there. That'd be very much appreciated. If you have any hypes left, hypes are also appreciated. But, you know, just being here, just watching it, getting to this point is amazing. So thank you so much if you have made it this far. If you have any cardigan challenges for me, let me know. Because we've done like a basic cardigan. We've done this cardigan. We could try doing the other next cardigan, but I feel like that was kind of like last season. This is this season, so this is why we did this. If you do see anything and you're in the Facebook group, put it in the Facebook group, and then it could be a challenge. In fact, the group could get involved. We could all take part in the challenge. That'd be so good. But like I said, thank you so much for being here. I really thoroughly appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys in Friday's Yarn and a Waffle. Bye!